Here I go with this stuff again. The clappity clap, it's back. The clap, it's back. Clap on, clap off, the clapper. Anyway, so welcome back, whichever it is. I'm happy you're here. Tonight's dinner is going to be salt and vinegar wings. Two ways. One made from powdered vinegar and one made from regular vinegar. And then we're going to decide which way we like it. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's heat up the oven. Come on. All right, I got a bit of a jumbled mess going over here because there's a few things I want to talk about. What you're going to need for the wings, you need the chicken. Now, as far as the ranch goes, I've seen recipes that do not have it. I want to try it in mine. You definitely need the white vinegar, and you need a malt vinegar. Now, I have this powdered malt vinegar. During COVID, I was craving salt and vinegar chips like nobody's business. And I bought that on the internet, and that's what I have that for. But if you don't have that on hand, I have apple cider vinegar. That'll do. And you need some salt, pink Himalayan, sea salt, things like that. A little bit of sugar, some garlic, and we're on our way. And we need some bags to marinate in. But that's about it, guys. Okay, so I'm going to do this two ways. I'm going to do, because I have to make a double batch because my daughter's coming over to grab some, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use apple cider in the other batch, and I will tell you which way is the better way to go. Okay, so for the first batch, you're going to need, going slow, a half a cup of distilled vinegar. You need 6 tablespoons malted vinegar. So I have this and this. Now I'm not going to show you me making them both ways. I'm going to make it one way and then I'll tell you. So the first batch I'm making like with the powder. The second batch I'll make with this, and I'll let you know which one's better. Okay, so I have 6 tablespoons of malted vinegar. Here we go with that. Gonna whisk that up a little bit. Ooh, I'll tell you what, that vinegar, whew, aromatic isn't the word for it. 2 tablespoons of sea salt. I have pink Himalayan. There's 1. There's 2. 2 1/4 teaspoon of ranch. 1 teaspoon. 2 teaspoons and 1/4 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon granulated sugar. I think I already measured it out for 2 teaspoons. 1 teaspoon sugar and 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder. And we're going to mix that up. See, now looking at this, you see how it's crumbly? I don't know. I don't know how I like it, but we'll see. So I'm going to mix this up and get with the chicken. Okay, and here's what it looks like with the just vinegar. I put no powdered in here except for the ranch. No powdered vinegar in here. I got the powdered vinegar in this one and no powder in this one. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wings out of here, and I'm just going to, break them, and just find the, you find the joint in here. I think that's the joint. If I'm in the joint, I should go right through. If I'm not, nope, I'm not in the joint. There it is, right there. So that's basically what I do, is I find the joint and just cut right straight through. I'll do another one just so you could see. They're still a little bit frozen, so it's a little bit harder for me to move them. But I just go right through. You see there's the joint in there? So even there, it even helped me out a little bit. Popped out. Cut it right off. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit right here and cut these wings. Now, save these tips. Don't throw these away. This is good for chicken stock, bone broth, and all that. So, see how that one just went right through almost? It's just easier that way for me to break it. Okay, so let me get to getting on this, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm coming down the home stretch here. Oops, cut that one wonky. There we go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Ziploc baggie, get these into the Ziploc baggie, and pour the marinade on top of it. And then we're going to let them sit for 3 hours, or as long as I have. Okay, that's pile number 2. So what you're going to do is, and I took my glove off. I can't believe I did that. So what I'm going to need you to do is to put it in a Ziploc baggie. Try not to touch your chicken to it, because we're going to put this in the refrigerator. All right, so I took half, I measured it out in a measuring cup, and I took half of the salt and vinegar dressing. This is the one with just vinegar, no powder, no nothing. Okay? Oh, and also I have to add that I realized that what I was following was a recipe for 2 pounds of chicken. Okay? I had 3 pounds. So I just added a half of everything I did. I just added a half more. So then we're just going to mush this together, put it in the refrigerator for 3 hours. If you have it, if you don't, do what you have. Okay, here goes the second batch with the powdered vinegar. All right. So that's it. We're just going to mush this around a little bit. I've had the chicken in the refrigerator marinating for a couple hours. I've been like every so often and when I say every so often, I did it twice. I just moved it around a little bit. I called it a day. I'm going to take, now what you have to do with the wings now is you have to take these and empty it out. You do not want to use this marinade after this point. That's why we reserved half of it over there. I don't know if you could see it or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour these out into my colander. Okay, I have some foil on the counter with a little bit of wax paper on it so I could dry off the chicken. But first things first, got a spray. I got a pan. This is my broiler pan because I don't have one big enough for this. I do have one other one, but I don't have a pan big enough. So this is my broiler sheet with just some some foil over top of it. Then this is the rack I'm going to set the chicken on so you can get the air moving, and it makes for a crispier chicken rather than if they're just laying flat on. So I'm just going to give this a good spray down. So we're going to put that to the side. I usually use a towel for this, but I don't have a clean white one. I like white ones so I can see if there's anything on it. All right, so I have the I don't know if you could see or not, probably not. I stuck the wings in the colander on their side, letting it drain all the way out. And I'm just gonna put these wings right here on this paper towel. Now I didn't shake them or do anything. I just put them in the colander and I'm gonna lay them out and I'm gonna try and pat them dry. I don't wanna wipe them and get everything off, but I do wanna pat them. This also makes so that I can, when I put the baking powder on it, it makes it good and crispy. You see how I'm not wiping off the stuff, I'm just patting it dry. So I have yet another Ziploc. I'm just gonna pat them dry and put it in the bag. Ugh, didn't want to get out of my hand. Pat it dry. Put it in the bag. All right, that's gonna take me a few minutes because I have 2 batches to do, but we'll be all right. So let me just finish patting these dry. Okay, so that's the first batch. That is the powdered sugar, powdered vinegar batch. So I have the bag, and all we're gonna do is you're gonna put 2 tablespoons of baking powder in here. Oops, I just threw it all over my counter. Look at that. Goodness. And you're going to need salt. You need a half a teaspoon. So I'm doing a full teaspoon because remember I have a little more than I need. Is that a half? Look at my spoons, they're so terrible. There we go, that's a teaspoon. All right, so I got a teaspoon. Kosher salt, all in there. Then is zipper up. Uh-oh. Zipper up. Uh-oh. She won't zipper. So we're gonna do it like that. And then we're just gonna mush it around until they all get coated. Okay. Then we're gonna start lining these on the pan. Okay, so I shook them all over. They're all there. Here goes the little pan I had before. Yikes, that was loud. So we're just gonna put these on the rack. Now what I'm gonna do with these is, and skin side up. So this one will go up here like that. That's how I'm gonna do it. All right, well there you have it. I know they're touching and I really don't want them to, but I only have 2 pans. So I'm gonna wait for them to cook a little bit, and then when they shrink down, we'll move them a little bit apart. But this is going in. This one here is the one with the powdered vinegar. So that's going in first, and then I'll get to the other ones. So let me get these gloves off, get this in the oven. Now, these first part, important. They're going in at 250 on the bottom rack for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay, so this is the apple cider vinegar ones. I'm gonna put them on this pan right here and get them into the oven. Okay, well there you have the second batch. They're going in now. Okay, that's the first 20 minutes. Now we're gonna take them out and move them up to the upper rack and turn the heat on. So nothing really has happened in the way of like looking at it. They just look regular. So we're gonna move them up to the upper rack. Ouch. There's the first one I had put in there. Okay, we're just moving them up to the top rack and adjusting the heat to 425. Come back in 20 minutes, flip them, and then 20 more minutes. Yep, that's my dinner. Alrighty, they're smoking up my house, let me tell you. That one is the liquid vinegar. And this one, which has got more color on it, is the powdered vinegar. So I'm gonna turn these over and put them back in for their final time for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and then we'll be eating. So let me flip these over. See the other side, they're still a little bit white. Okay, let's go. Alrighty, here we go. That is the regular vinegar ones. And these here, the darker ones, are with the powdered vinegar. My French fries are still cooking. All right, let me just slide this over and I'll get right with you. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the ones over here first. We're just gonna take them, see how nice and brown they are. Oh, hold on. I don't know if you could see it. See how nice and brown that one is? This is the one with the powdered vinegar. Let's get these into a bowl, and then I'm gonna pour the mixture that we made earlier that we only used half of in the marinade, and the other half is for the wing juice. Where's the one that says powdered on it? Give me those. Oh, I was calling that powdered before. Slide it over here, please. Thank you. All right. So you see this one? I don't know if you can see it, but I put powdered on there so I'd know which one it was. And that was with this one here, right? Yeah. Now we're just going to dump this on here. And I'm going to do half of it for right now. Okay, I'm going to put a lid on it, and then I'm going to give it a shake. Afraid the lid's going to pop off. Ooh, they smell vinegary! Is it dripping? It's all right. We'll live. We'll make it. All right, give me something to sit on. All right, let's get to the next one. Okay, here's the next one. These are the regular ones. Not quite as brown, I would say. Let's see that? They are brown, but not quite as brown. Okay, guys. I did not like the way they were looking. They weren't brown enough for me. So, I put the second batch underneath the broiler for about 2 minutes, just so they look aesthetically pleasing, not that they weren't done. So here we go with these. These are gonna go in my bowl that I started to put in there. Pay no attention to that piece of skin in there. Ready? Yeah, that's much better. I feel better about putting this on the table when they're not white. Whoop, whoop. Man overboard! Man overboard! Now this is the regular vinegar, like what we would have at our house, and not like I ordered specially on Amazon. And we're just gonna pour it over top of the wings and mix it around the best I can with not having a lid. I couldn't really put it in a bag. That was a lot considering it has vinegar in it. Oh, not the plastic fork. Not the plastic fork again, oh no. Oh yeah, these are okay. So, both are done. And I'm gonna meet you guys over there at the table. Let's go. If you get any benefit at all from my content, you can help me out by clicking like, share, commenting, and definitely hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, I'm not gonna tell Eric which is which. On the foil, he has 2 pieces of chicken on his plate. Off of the foil, he has 2 other pieces. He's gonna tell me if he likes the foiled one or the not foiled one better. If he likes it at all, because he's never had this. So, let's go. That's the foiled one.
It's salty.
Salted. It's salt and vinegar.
Oh. Tastes like that one thing you made. I forget what it was called. Those little balls of chicken that you like kind of fried.
I don't remember.
I have to remember.
Which one do you like better? Which one's salt and vinegary enough? The first one? And that was the...
Powdered.
That was the powder that he liked. The powder one won out for Eric. And now we're all gonna eat and we'll give you our honest opinion. Would you looky there? That is yummy, yummy, yummy. And what, guys?
Yummy!
There you have it. Now I'm gonna go enjoy it. All right, so I'm gonna give it a go. That one was the powdered one. Vinegar and salt comes through. Salt comes through quite a bit. Let's try the one that's just regular vinegar. I actually think I like this one better. I actually like this one better. This one's very, very strong on the salt. It overpowers the vinegar's too subtle or something, I guess. So I think I prefer the actual apple cider vinegar, which everybody usually has in their house anyway. So don't go through the trouble of ordering the powdered. Apple cider vinegar works just as good. Bon appetit, y'all. Let's go. Alrighty, well, here's the wrap up. The first bowl, completely empty. The second bowl, boom. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces left. I made 2 flats so Jessica could take some home, and all she got was 6 little pieces. Well, there you have it. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. And leave me a comment. Bye-bye.